Well, another day of disgusting gloom and doom across the area, and I mean disgusting. Yeah, overcast skies, obviously, but very, very warm out there. We haven't had a whole lot of rain. We have some annoying drizzle around, but the main thing is it's just been ridiculously warm today, and it's still very warm out there. You're looking across most of the country right now, and you can see we got a lot of fog advisories, which means we have a lot of warm air around across much of the country. There is no cold air anywhere in the whole country, pretty much. Even if you go all the way up into Dakota, uh, all right, there's an 18 in Montana. I guess you got to go to Montana and North Dakota to find any semblance of winter, or maybe a Flagstaff, but or the Colorado Plateau. But other than that, it's warm and it's humid and it's disgusting, and it's horrible out there. We got some dense fog advisories in effect. You can see temperatures around 50 degrees. It's even warmer in Jersey. They got 54, and it's humid too. The dew point's 54. Very muggy conditions out there. You have to actually use the air conditioner today. You can see Farmingdale's got 50, 48 at Islip. Very warm today, and it got up to 57 at Islip. So we're going to look at the highs today, and you'll see how warm it got. 57. We overperformed. It was warmer than I thought. It turned out to be warmer than I thought. It would be more like low 50s, but 57, I believe that's a record too. Close to 60 in that in parts of central Nassau, as well as the city, upper 50s as well there, if it would display back. Come on back. 58 in Central Park. In Kennedy, 55. No sea breeze at all, even right along the water, nothing. And then going into Jersey, still warmer probably. Let's see how warm they got there. Yep, they got into the 60s, 62 in Toms River. So really absurd warmth for this time of the year, and along with it, just very, very humid conditions. Dew points, I meant lows in the mid 40s, very warm. And look at this, parts of Jersey. Look at that, a low of 54 in Toms River, or I say 52, but that's ridiculous. So that's the kind of warmth we have. And if you go to the north, there is some colder air off to the north, and this is going to be developing as a backdoor cold front tonight. Yeah, backdoor cold front. We're talking about backdoor cold fronts in January. How crazy is that? That's insane right there. It really is. And you see, let's take a look at this observation here at the buoy here. And you can see here, even right on the water, well, let's see what the air temperature is. It's not giving us an air temperature. But it's really, really warm. It's just unbelievably warm. So let's go to the Weather Service. I'm sure they put up some statements about this today. Let's see if they did put up any statements about this. They did not. All right, the 59. All right, here are the records. So 59-degree temperature at Newark ties a daily record. And the 57 degrees at Islip is a new record high. So let's go and look at our climate report for Islip. And you'll see a record high of 57 degrees at Islip. Beats the old record of 55 set in 2010. That is a record. And the other thing is, we have the record minimums. We may wind up breaking those too. They may be a record as well for that as well. So we're going to have to see if we break the record minimum temperature, meaning the warmest minimum temperature. So that puts us a whopping 18 degrees above normal for the high, 22 degrees above normal for the low. That's 21 degrees above normal today. It's funny how it's very hard to get 21 degrees below normal, but it seems like and this is another part. People will argue, well, it's just weather cycles. But how come we're always setting record highs and yet we're never setting record lows? That's part of the climate change, all right? That's no other explanation for that. Central Park, let's see, no records set there. They came close. Record high was 60 there, but they were still 20 degrees above normal for the day. High of 59 and a low of 46. That's incredible right there. And Newark tied the record of 59, and they were about 20 degrees above normal for the day, which is pretty crazy. It really is. I don't know if Bridgeport got a record. No record at Bridgeport. What about LaGuardia? LaGuardia also tied their record of 57 as well. JFK also tied their record of 54. So a lot of records tied today across the area. It's a pretty big deal, but again, this is the kind of warmth we're dealing with here, and it's going to be warm right through the night. So let's take a look to see how much rainfall fell today. I don't think it was a whole lot, but we will take a look and see. I'll go to the 36-hour precipitation. All right, so this is the past. Yeah, not a whole lot. Around a quarter of an inch generally in most areas, though. As you get toward Jersey, it seems like we see a little more higher amounts, maybe towards central Jersey, closer to a half an inch, but generally around a quarter of an inch of rain. Not a whole lot of rain to speak of. So we're going to be getting more, though. Trust me, we're going to be getting more. So you see that storm there? Well, that's what's heading our way, and that's what's going to bring us some heavier rain overnight into Friday morning. Looking at the satellite here. Let's take a look. That's the local satellite, but let's go to the CONUS view. Come on. Why? All right. We're having a bit of an issue here. It doesn't want to let me go to the CONUS view. That's messed up. We'll refresh this and see what's going on here. Yep. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Yep. It doesn't want to do it. Oh, there it goes. I hate that design. I hate when they redesign menus like that to be like Apple. I hate those, to be honest with you. So you can see plenty of clouds across the country. Not a whole lot of sun anywhere, really, to speak of. Yeah, it's pretty gloomy across the whole country. If we take this back to 84 frames just to show you where you can see there's just lots and lots of clouds all throughout here. We'll pause it when we get to the visible. But you'll see just lots and lots of clouds. It's just all across the whole country. It's like this. The whole east is like socked in. All right, maybe Florida has some sunshine, partly sunny conditions. Maybe some sunshine in parts of Texas, and some areas in the Rocky Mountain area there, and maybe a little bit in Arizona and New Mexico, and maybe a little bit in Nevada and parts of California. But other than that, there's a lot of cloud cover across the whole country right now. It's pretty dreary across the whole country. So we're not suffering alone. Like I said, that Pacific jet is just roaring and making us miserable. So looking at the radar, you'll see this is the heavier rain that we have that's going to be heading our way for tomorrow. It's over the Great Lakes, and that's what we're going to be dealing with. Actually, overnight. It's going to be an overnight thing. Looking at what the day was like today, obviously, yep, just dreary skies again. You can see those dreary skies, just really just slate gray, really depressing. Just really, I was actually by the lake, and it was even on the South Shore. It was very warm, very, very warm. You could see that's what it looked like at the lake. Just very dreary conditions. Really, and if you look at this tree here, you'll see buds on it. Let's see, I'll show you. Yep, there are the buds. So we have buds on the trees. Look at that, and it's only late January. This is going to be one of the, getting winter. Well, I'm sorry, folks. If you like winter, and I love winter, it sucks. We're not getting winter anymore here like we used to. We're getting like North Carolina winters, I guess you could say. So looking at the GFS here, you'll see there's that high offshore, and there's that low that's going to go into the Great Lakes, bringing us the rain. And then that leaves, and then the rain should taper off by, I guess, late morning into the. We'll have to see if we're going to have some annoying drizzle. We got a break on Saturday. Probably won't be all that sunny, and then here comes the next storm system here for Sunday. That's going to be a soaker all day Sunday, and then it might end as a little bit of snow, and some of the models and some people are getting excited about it. You can see how it kind of elongates and kind of stretches out there, and it might end up as a little snow, but it's just too early to tell exactly what it's going to do at this point. Marginal cold air in place, and the track of the storm. I'm not really too bullish on any significant snow for Monday. Here's the European, by the way. So they kind of look a lot alike at this point. All right. So let's go and look at our jet stream, and I'm going to do this again just to show you what's going on here. So actually, we're at the GFS, so let's go to the jet stream here, and look at the jet stream here. So this is you can see, look at that fire hose. So you can see what we got going on here. Just a very disorganized jet stream, really disorganized. That fire hose is just. Look at this. I mean, this is like right into California, even as we head into February. I mean, it's it's pretty crappy, to say the least. What can I say? Just pretty crappy overall, especially now. We're in the worst of it now, dealing with this. European shows the same thing, obviously. There's your fire hose jet. Again, it's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. Upper air is as unfavorable as you can get. So we've got troughing over Greenland and ridging over the east. This is not favorable for cold weather at all whatsoever. You do notice a little bit of a change, though, on the European as we get into February. I don't want to talk too much long range. The European might show an end in sight to this misery. So here we are again on the GFS. The GFS does not really show. Oh, this is the... Oh, I'm still in the European. What am I doing? Yeah, that's the this is the GFS. So there's your storm for Monday, and then you can see what happens, though. You do see a little more ridging over Canada. So they both seem to agree on a colder flow as we get toward into the middle of February. So hopefully we'll get some semblance of winter back in a few weeks, hopefully. But what we're going through right now is absolutely disgusting. All right? There's no two ways about it. It's absolutely disgusting. If we look at our temperature anomaly chart here, looking at what we're dealing with here, I mean, just look at all this warmth here. It's like the whole damn country's like this, and it just stays that way. Even into the weekend, we're going to be above normal, and then we start to see a cool down as we get into next week. But there's still lots of red on this map, as you see. So let's look at our dew points as well on this, just to show you all the moisture that we have. Again, all the moisture that's being pulled up by this system here. You could see here that high there, that Bermuda high. Yeah, talking Bermuda highs here. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. It's disgusting. It really is. We'll show you the regular temperatures here on the GFS, and you can see again just how warm it is. And I mean, the southeast especially. I mean, it's just, there's no real cold air anywhere in the whole country right now. Maybe if you're in the northern tip of Maine, that's about it. So let's look at the HRRR here and talk about, we'll start with the dew points, actually. We'll start with that, showing you this will kind of show you what's going on here. So you can see what kind of, the warm front is kind of past us, but you'll notice as we head into tomorrow morning, you see easterly winds develop, and we have like a backdoor cold front that comes in over Long Island, and that's going to keep us from being as warm as we were today. So tomorrow will be cooler, and it won't feel quite as muggy. We'll have an east wind, and then for you can see here, if you're in southern New Jersey, where this is, one side of the front you could be in the upper 40s, and the other side of the front you could be in the 60s, depending on where this warm front sets up. All right, and then that gets pushed down for Saturday, and we have a northerly, weak north to northeasterly flow take over for Saturday. All right, temperatures, you'll see that here. So those are the dew points. All right, those are the dew points. So imagine if you have dew points in the 60s, imagine how muggy it is going to be. So actually, I forgot I was looking at the dew points, but kind of shows you. Yeah, be in the mid to upper 40s over Long Island, but you can see south of this warm front, 70s possible. It's going to be a real tight, fine line between where it's. But unfortunately, I don't think the warm front makes it through here. We'll have the backdoor front, and that'll keep the temperatures down. And then as we get into Saturday, it will be cooler, though still above normal, mid 40s, still above normal, but it will be quote unquote cooler. All right, so. Now that you've seen all that, let's go look at the precipitation here, because we'll have more rain coming. So here we go. You're going to start getting some showers moving in around 10, 11 o'clock, and then heavier rain in the morning here. It looks like a warm front, but it's not. It's just a part of that arc of that system there. So you can see there that the rain, we'll have the rain in the morning, and then a few more showers a little later on in the afternoon. A little later on in the morning, and then hopefully by noon and afternoon we're done with the rain, and that moves on out of here. And then for Saturday we should be dry. We don't have any issues until we get to Sunday. That'll be our next system. So if we're looking at total accumulated precip from This next system here, HRRR is saying not that much, probably maybe only a quarter inch to a half an inch. Right, so the HRRR doesn't seem to think there'll be as much shower or thunderstorm activity, but we all know every model is different, and that's where we're going to have to look at some other models like the NAM. So here's the NAM 3, and this is the NAM 3, and you'll see here, again, same thing. It actually looks a lot like the HRRR, except it develops some possible thunderstorms. It could even be a thunderstorm in the morning tomorrow, around 7 a.m. And then as we get toward the afternoon, it slowly, again, dries out, hopefully dries out. And then Saturday should be okay. And then this would be our next system. We only have a little bit of it to show you for Sunday. You can see it definitely looks like plenty of rain heading our way for Sunday. Total accumulated precip on the NAM. Let's see, this is the NAM 3. So NAM's a little heavier, obviously, so maybe a half an inch. Maybe some areas could see a 3/4 of an inch. But I don't think it's going to be a real soaker, per se, But it's going to be, more rain on top of wet ground. Everything is so mushy and disgusting out there. So it'll just make it that much wetter. What can I say? And if we go to the NAM 12, and I'll show you let's see if the NAM 12 depicts this front as well. So here we're going into tomorrow. You'll see it there, and there you can see this is the dew point. So you can see again where we're going to be in that backdoor front tomorrow, and they'll be dealing with the warm air in Jersey, southern Jersey. So may not even make it up to Tom's River. It may even be south of there, depending on, again, you got this backdoor cold front coming through that's going to save us. The only downside of the backdoor cold front is it could keep some annoying drizzle around. I really hope we don't see it. But it could be some annoying drizzle lingering around. Sometimes you get that with a backdoor front or not. Depends on the humidity and the cloud deck, and if you got fog and stuff, how saturated the air is. Let's take a look at the cloud cover on the RGM. This is the RGM, by the way, for tomorrow. Again, showing the same thing. They all agree. Again, southern Jersey, somebody's going to be saying 70 degrees down there, which is ridiculous. But let's look at the sky. See, obviously, plenty of clouds tomorrow. Don't think we're going to get out of the clouds until maybe as we get toward the evening. We might. Maybe showing a few breaks over Jersey. But you can see we're pretty much stuck in the clouds. There may be a few peaks of sun Saturday. But if you're looking for blue sky, I'm sorry. You're not going to get it anytime soon with this pattern that we're in. It's pretty crappy and pretty dreary and absolute torture, to be honest with you. It really is. So we looked at all that. I guess we can go to the GFS next, and we will go ahead and look at the next system here on the GFS. We'll go to the radar simulation here. All right, so this is the system that we're going to have again overnight. I'm just curious to see what the GFS is putting for total accumulated precip. Yeah, pretty much in line with everything else. So moving that in, and here's the next system for Sunday. And you can see the rain, heavier rain. And then you can see up to the north there is some snow. And it might end as a little snow perhaps. But this doesn't look all that impressive, especially on the backside like that. I mean, it kind of elongates out like that, which is kind of weird. But it doesn't look like there would be a lot of snow from that. And it's too early to say what accumulations there would be, but I would think they would be on the light side, at least for anything close to our area. If you want some more moderate snowfalls, you can go upstate and look for that. Now, the next system comes in. This almost looks like a little clipper that kind of dives down here, and that might bring in some colder air. And that kind of might set the stage for some colder weather coming. But, of course, I talk long range more on Sundays. Not so much in, middle of the week, and there's nothing really terribly interesting going on long range. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at a few other models here. We'll go to the windy.com model here, and we'll actually take a look and see if it predicts any thunderstorms. So I'm going to actually use this thunderstorm thing and see if it actually is predicting any thunderstorms for tomorrow. It's a possibility, but there could be some heavier showers, with this. Temperatures, obviously this kind of shows, again, where the warmth is. You can see that where the warmth is right there. I'm kind of using this to show if there's going to be any drizzle or not. So you can see again as we get toward 3 p.m., you can see the warmth in Jersey. Oh my gosh! So the aura actually brings that warm front a little closer. So it all depends, but I think hopefully on Long Island we will be safe from the warm front, and it won't come into back to our areas. Hopefully when that backdoor passes, it stays to our southwest. All right, we're going to look at the visibility here because this is the other thing that we can kind of show if there's drizzle. It's showing some drizzle along the coast, not really showing any over our area, but it does kind of try to develop something around 7 o'clock there. So there could be some annoying drizzle. I don't think that's rain. I'm going to hit the precipitation button here. Let's see, precipitation, rain, thunder. Let's see if it's showing. Yeah, it's not rain. So there's a possibility we might be dealing with more annoying drizzle tomorrow night, perhaps. I can't rule it out with that backdoor front in the area. But yeah, we got another pretty sucky day for tomorrow, I would say. It's not going to be great, but at least it'll be cooler. Saturday is really going to be only really decently dry day to try to get stuff in outside. But again, there's going to be plenty of clouds around. So that's the issue that we're going to have. So I think that wraps this Long Island weather update up. So have a good night. Thank you for watching.